Hi Google, my name is Jessica Hartman and I'm here to apply to become a Google certified trainer. The first minute of this video, I'd like to just introduce myself. My name is Jessica Hartman and I'm a 12th grade teacher in Brevard County, Florida. And why am I googly? Well, I've fallen in love completely with all the Google apps ever since I became familiar with them. Last year, I wrote a grant for my school to receive 280 Google Chromebooks. And because we received the grant and because I was the one who wrote it, of course, my students, my classroom was given a set of those. And ever since then, I can tell you that my classroom has completely transformed. First of all, it's become entirely paperless, which I can't say enough good things about that. But also, it's streamlined the entire process of my classroom. My students have a routine now. They come in, they grab their Chromebook, and they get to work. And we use the Google Apps for every single assignment that we do. They will even admit how incredibly user-friendly the entire Google Suite is to them. And so I personally cannot thank you guys enough for making all these tools so easy for us and so accessible. So one of the cool things that I wanted to discuss today, one of the cool tools that I've been using recently as far as the Google Apps go is the forms. And that's especially since you've added the quiz feature to these. So I've got an existing form already, my Frankenstein exam, which my students just finished reading. And there's a couple things that I wanted to show. First was that over in responses, I can select my response destination. I can either create a new spreadsheet if I haven't already, or select an existing spreadsheet, which I'm going to do since I've already created one, the Frankenstein exam responses. And now I'm accepting them. And if I go up into the settings, this is the best part. I can go over to quizzes and I can make this a quiz. And then I can choose a couple things about this quiz. I can choose to release the grade to my students either immediately or later after I check it, depending on, I suppose what the responses are. And then I can also choose whether or not my respondent can see which questions they missed, the correct answers to those questions, and how much they were worth. That's something that I would want them all to be able to see right away. So I'm going to just leave it and click Save. Once I've created it as a quiz rather than just as a survey, when I go back to my questions, there's a couple things that I'm going to need to do now. First one, a little tidbit that I've picked up over the course of my using this quiz feature is that the first question I should always ask is, what is your full name? And the reason for that is because when I go to my spreadsheet, which of course, here it is, you'll notice that when people start responding, you'll get a timestamp and you'll get all the person's responses, but you won't get their name. So I've always decided to ask, what is your full name? Because then over here, it'll first tell me their name and then it will tell me what their responses are. So it gives me an easy way to grade it. The next thing, I make that 0 points. They get no points for telling me their name. The next thing then is I'll go down to any of my multiple choice questions. First of all, I can choose whether it's required, which as a quiz, I normally would want that to be required. Then if I go to my answer key, there's things that I can choose here. First of all, I need to choose what the correct answer is if I want them to grade it for me, and how many points this question might be worth. Once I've done that, I can just click out, move down to my next question. Again, go to the answer key, choose the correct answer. How many points? That one's a little harder, a little more points. And the final question, again, choose my correct answer. That's worth 5 points. And I'm done. When I'm done, I click send and I can send it to my students if I'd like to this way. Or what I typically will do is go into my Google Classroom and upload it there so that they can take it through the classroom. So I really hope you enjoyed my video and I hope that I become a Google certified trainer, and I can't thank you all enough again for this opportunity. Have a great day.